That's what she dreamt about, the Daily Telegraph front page, not just the deportation. So when Suella Braverman tries to decide whether something is going well or not, where do you think she turns? Where do you think she looks? I think that's part of the reason why they can get away with doing what they're doing. Because Boris Johnson told more lies than any other politician in living memory, and the Daily Mail rewarded him with a column. So if they're only going to look at the newspapers that cheerlead for them and support them to decide whether something is going well or not, it's very possible that we currently live in a country where the government is utterly detached from reality and from public opinion. They'll do some focus groups, of course, and some polling. But on the day-to-day decision on whether or not something's going well or not, they seem to me to be 100% reliant upon corners of the media that have become so completely corrupted by bias, support for Brexit and support for Boris Johnson that they can't even tell you what day it is anymore. It's just moving on to the next arson attack. In this case, the European Convention on Human Rights, of course. I just think that's interesting. Where do you think they look to decide whether something's going well or not? Because imagine if this were a Labour government. These counterfactuals aren't massively helpful. Imagine that it were a Labour government in power at the moment and they'd found that these sacrificial refugees had been put on the boat and then taken off again. What do you think they'd be doing? What do you think these newspapers would be doing? So I do wonder whether or not there is a deep problem here, and that the government is pursuing policies that are either deeply unpopular or not connecting at all with people, because the only place they're going to for approval or disapproval is a place that is going to give them more or less 100% approval anyway. Just a thought. I thought you might like to get your teeth into that.